Well, Bitcoin is dumping today, and we're going to discuss why. There's two reasons. One is because of the BRC20 completely jamming up the Bitcoin blockchain. There is absolutely nothing you can do about that because Bitcoin blockchain technology sucks, basically, and it can't really process any really heavy apps or transactions or any coins. You would basically have to get rid of this whole BRC20 thing or put it all on Lightning or something whenever that happens. But even if that does happen, if someone puts even one major app on the Bitcoin blockchain, the base layer, it's going to jam. We've seen this happen on Ethereum. Despite most transactions processing through layer 2 now on Ethereum, Ethereum still jams once anyone puts anything at all on the layer 1 Ethereum blockchain, because Ethereum, like Bitcoin, cannot scale, unfortunately. And that is just a drawback of old chains. There's really very little way they can actually fix Ethereum, and even less way they can fix Bitcoin. Never mind the fact that the miners would actually never let you fix Bitcoin, because that would actually interfere with their mining profits. Now that we have that out of the way, what's the second reason? The second reason is the CPI. Now, the CPI comes out May 10th, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And the projected rate is supposed to be 5.2. That means if it's 5.1 or lower, we're going to go up. 5.3 or higher, we're going to go down. Now, I believe it will be around 5.2, but people are not very confident because inflation, at least for gas prices, has been pretty bad in April. Gas prices did go up, and even though gas prices and housing costs are not factored into core CPI, we know that gas prices have a ripple effect on the entire economy because everything depends on the price of gas. That's a major input. However, at least around the Madison, Wisconsin area, food really hasn't gone up in price over the last 6 months. It kind of like peaked in December, and then it just kind of like stayed there, unfortunately. I don't really know if that's going to really bring it down, but I'm hoping that'll actually calm inflation worries. And once we get the CPI to be over, if it's like, 5.2 or lower, I do think we will start heading up regardless of the BRC stuff, because we've seen Bitcoin and Ethereum jam before. That's never really gotten prices to actually go down or go up. I personally think it is the scare in the CPI because gas prices have been rising in April. And remember, the CPI is always 1 month delayed. April CPI comes the second week of May, which is what we're getting. And I think people are fearful of a CPI around the 5.5, 5.4 area, which would get the Fed to raise interest rates one more time. And that would cause some time for adjustment. It could also be some people taking profits, but they could have done that in the last 2 weeks anytime. So I do think it's the fear of CPI. I hope we get over this, and I hope that inflation is slowly stepping down. I know housing prices are slowly coming down a little bit, not much. And food prices are as high as ever. They haven't really grown in the last half year, but they haven't come down either. So we'll have to see how that CPI plays out and if that affects it. Since it comes out on Wednesday, peak fear might actually be tomorrow. So if you want to know, in my opinion, when to buy, probably sometime around tomorrow. Because, you might want to wait until after Wednesday, but just in case that number comes out good on Wednesday, you might be missing the lowest of the dip possibilities. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. This is not financial advice, only my opinion, and I will see you guys later.